with Stacy. Welcome to Stacy's Homestead, and today we're going to be canning some beans, y'all. I am running low of red beans, and I need it for taco salad and my gumbo, or red beans and rice. So I like to put my red beans in gumbo too. So I just like to do that. So these are the best beans for your red beans and rice, of course. Super delicious. They're a little bit different than your kidney beans, but I still use these for taco salad, even though they don't have a good that bite. You know, I like to because I just buy huge bags of it, so I'll use it for my taco salad and stuff. And you know, it's good for that. But it's Camellia beans. They're really, really beautiful beans. They have a little creaminess to them. And this bag is over a year old, so I just keep them in the bag like this. I don't like to vacuum seal my beans because I find that when I did that, they would be super, super hard. It like dries them out extra or something, where it's like impossible to even get them soft. So I find if I just leave them in the bag like this, they're a lot easier to cook. And they don't take as long. They're not like hard as rocks, you know. So anyways, so we're gonna be doing that. Now, with most beans, I like to dry can. And when you dry can, it's a no soak method, right? So for a quart, it's 1 cup of dry beans. For a pint, it's a half a cup. Now, for certain beans, I know I could put a little, like heaping, or just right, or just a little under. Well, these red beans, they need to be like just, you know, a little level. It could be a little bit over. So I'll show you. So we're gonna do, I'm not 1 cup, huh? I'm doing pints. Okay. So we're gonna do, I already have some already pre done up over here. So we're gonna do a half a cup in pints. I already did them all. I'm just gonna show you the 2 I need to do. So my rooster's right outside my window. All right. So see, I just let it go a little bit over, just like that. And that's your half. Make sure, oh, this is my 3rd cup. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. There we go. It looks small. I'm blind here. Okay, so this is a half a cup. So you want just, look at, so I go just a little bit over, not too much, just like that. You know, just a little rounded, tiny rounded half a cup here, and you put it in your pint. I'll show you one more time with this one. I'm doing the mainly regular mouth, that I have 2 wide mouths I'm doing. I find that beans take better in a regular mouth because of this little bottleneck. I think it helps because beans like to pop when they cook. Like sometimes they'll splatter, and this helps. This little bottleneck helps the splatter from going up underneath when it's venting. So I just get better seals when I use regular mouth on beans. But I have a couple wide mouth I'm going to use because I do a little trick to help me there too. So especially with these red beans like to explode on the top layer. They like to sometimes explode, and so they'll ruin my seals on my Tattlers, you know, those. So I have a little trick I'll show you. So we got that. All right. Now, with most beans, you can do dry can, right? You just do it like that. But with these ones, because sometimes with red beans, I don't know what it is with these red beans. I think maybe it releases gas later or something, but I'll lose seals on these. So I find that if beforehand, I just add really hot boiling water and I do a soak in them. So I'm gonna soak these. Oh, and I also put a half a teaspoon of salt in each jar. All right. So we're gonna add some boiling water because I want to soak these because I have better luck with my seals when I pre-soak these beans specifically. Now I don't have to do it with black beans and I don't have to do it with brown beans. But I need to pre-soak these red beans. And I don't know what it is with red beans in that. But I find that my seals keep when I do this. When I don't do this, I lose a lot of seals. Like a month later, the seals will just, I'll lose them. And I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the expansion of gas or something. That's my theory. So we're going to go ahead and just soak all of these beans for a good hour before we start canning in some hot boiling water. And then we're going to, of course, debubble each one. Debubble each one of these. I already did a couple over here. Just debubble those. So I find that soaking the red beans specifically for an hour before I can really helps me keep my seals. I don't lose seals anymore by doing this. But I was having a hard time losing seals with the red beans only. So after an hour, I'll come back and I'll show you what else we do. Okie dokie, so my beans have been soaking for an hour and I like to slice up onions, okay? And I put a nice slice of onion on top of my beans to prevent because these red beans like to pop open, and to prevent this, some of the beans from popping up under my seal. It really works really well. So you just put this right on top, right in there, see? Right on top, and as they swell, and some of them will like pop open on these because they're just really soft beans. It blocks it from popping up underneath these gaskets here. So I like to do that. And then if it's your slice is too big, all you do is you just cut it in half, and then you put one half of it in there, and then the other half of it this way, and there you go. And I have from my garden some dehydrated red peppers, chili peppers. I'm going to put in the onion ones as well. Now I do leave some without the onion because I don't want that flavor in some of them. But and these ones I'll probably just use regular lids. But with the ones with the Tattler lids, if you get anything under there, the seal is just ruined. So try to do that. All right, so we got our lids in boiling water. And we got our canner ready with water inside of it, and let's get going. Let's put the lids on. So I'm going to put I'm using mainly Tattlers, but I have a few ball lids I'm going to put in, and I always do 2 old lids, 2 reused lids, because I'm going to open these soon. So I'll do the 2 used ones and open those like within a week. That's what I do all the time. So I like this one because it's spring-loaded. So I don't like the one that came in the kit. So I've been using this for a few years. I like this one. And the ball one also has a spring-loaded one. Okay, so let's wipe our rims. Can't forget to wipe our rims. Get our rims wiped. And some of these, it looks like I have a little too much water, so I'll take some of that out. Let's wipe all our rims down real well. So my canner holds 18. I'm double stacking them with 2 racks. So I'm going to put the ones with the ball lids on the bottom because that's going to get the most heat. And then I'll put the Tattler lids on the top. There we go. And I tend to have like a little hot spot in the center of my canner, so I always try to use a regular lid in the center one. It just seems to help that way. Okay. All done wiping our rims. I already debubbled it. And let's get a spoon so we can get this out here. Let's get a little, I just have a plastic spoon. Alright, let's get some of this water out and put it, share it. Let's share the water in other places that needs it. There we go. Okay. That one was a little too full. Alright, so we got, this is debubbled already. And you'll notice as it soaks up water, your headspace will decrease, so you might need to add a little water. I need to add a little water. Okay, so this swelled up just a little bit. Okay, let's get our lids on and rock and roll here. Do that. Fingertip tight. Go right in the canner here. We'll do all the regular ones real fast. I like to put my metal rings in hot water too. I just do. Fingertip tight. Might need to add a little water as it soaks up. Add a little more water. Okay, so we added more water to all these. Got my Tattler, my used lid right here, fingertip tight. Another used lid, fingertip tight. So I got 2 used lids. My water's cooled down enough for me to handle them. Alright. So we got, now let's do, we're on to our Tattler lids here. Make sure we don't have a double gasket, which I did. Put on, center it, make sure the gasket's on right. Turn it till it turns, and then just a little bit more till it stops. So let's go 1, 2, 3, and then a little more. Do the next one. Center it. 1. I try to get about 3 turns. 1, 2, 3. Then a little bit more. Alright, second row going in. Okay, let's do 1, 2, oops, 1, 2, 3. This one's not working here. Alright, last 2 Tattlers. Alright, so I am all done with that. Okie dokie, so we're all done with that. We got them all in the canner now. We're gonna put our lid on. And I like this cookbook because it's just easy reference. The Amish canning cookbook, it has like large bulk canning. So you don't have to figure out a lot of times how to double it like in the Ball Blue book. And it's just basic recipes like vegetables. It just has all your basics in there. So it's just easy reference. You don't have to go through all these recipes. So this is a good one to do. And I always look it up just to double check, even though you think you might know. I mean, I've been canning for over 10 years and I still look everything up just because I want to double check. So, pint 75 minutes for beans, quarts 90 minutes. Alright, so we're going to get those in for 75 minutes and then I'll show you what they look like when we're all done. Alrighty, so it's time to take these beans out. And let's slowly release the steam. Let's see how they did. Sometimes I have siphoning and sometimes I don't. Let's put a towel down here. I like to put them on a towel. Alright, let's get this. That looks good. See, it looks real nice. It's a Tattler lid. The top layer looks good. It's the bottom layer. Sometimes I need a new stove, so sometimes it doesn't heat properly and I get hot spots. Alright. Safer to hold the bottom. So I'm gonna hold the bottom with. So I'm going to take a few out with these Tattlers and then I'll go back and tighten them and then take a few more out. Top row looks really good. Alright, let's let's go through and tighten. We'll just take all the topper out and then we'll tighten them. I did not get any siphoning on the top. That's good. So let's tighten. Starting with the first one we got out. Try not to pick it up and tighten it. Let me bring you in closer here. Alright. Try not to pick them up because I tighten them real good. I'm burning my wrists here. Alright. Okay. They're already sealing. They're already sealing on their own. With Tattlers you could tell because the top gets concaved like so, and then you get a little droplet condensation drop shadow in the middle that you can see. Alright, so these all look good. Let's check out the bottom. The bottom's always a little iffy. The bottom's a little iffy sometimes. We'll see. Because of those hot spots I get here and there. Alright. Let's take the Tattlers out first. There's that one. I think that one's siphoned. I think that one might have siphoned. It has a little bit of brown juice on the top. I'll show you. Can you see a little bit of the brown on top? We'll see if it still seals. Let's go ahead and... But what I like about doing beans, I always try to do beans when I need chili. I always wait until I run out of chili. And then I do beans. So whatever doesn't seal, I'm going to use to make chili. Let's tighten that and see what happens. Leave aside here. So I'm going to do more different types of beans this week. And then if I have any that don't seal, I'll put them in the fridge and then I'll make a batch of chili. And the rest are just regular, and you don't have to tighten those. Yeah, the only one that looked like it might have even siphoned, I only have one, and it's that Tattler one. That's the only one. That's good. All right, all done. Ta-da! And there you have it. Okie dokie, y'all. So that's how I can my red beans. And I'll probably be doing some pinto beans in the next few days. And I think that's it. And we'll see if we have any that don't seal, and we'll be making chili too. Alright, so I'll just talk to you later, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.